Welcome to Brick Trains. I'm Joey, and we're inside the layout. So we have a couple things to discuss about this layout. One, we added the museum, which I think we've shown previously. And of course we have, well, there's the Lego truck, and then a 1960s wrecker pulling a whatever car. We always have a traffic jam going on here. So we've added the assembly square. And yes, before somebody says part of it's built wrong or there's things missing, they were built correctly. It's had a moment. When me and Dakota brought it in here, it had a moment. So yeah, we gotta fix some stuff. So we'll get all that stuff fixed up, and yeah, that's not right. So, but that brings us to the downtown diner here. Or the diner, which I had said we were going to put the space CMFs and then the space gift with purchase. We were going to use it to decorate this and make it like a 50s space themed kind of diner. And we haven't done that. We sort of done it. If you look in there, there's some CMFs in there. Obviously we have the tourist and this one here. There's, what is that, the ice planet penguin, and then we got an astronaut floating around up here. I haven't got any farther. I wanted to get the diner back into the city, and I mean, we obviously can make our adjustments with it in place, in situ, if you will. So that's the kind of thing. That's what we got going on right now with the modulars. We still have a corner spot here where we can put another corner building, and Dakota, it has a construction site going on here, which ends up being another corner building. And then we go into my Greyhound bus station, and then obviously we're back to here, and we're using the Sanctum Sanctorum as a corner building, which I think works out pretty good. And then over here, behind the Sanctum Sanctorum, is the boutique hotel. And we have a whole bunch of black lampposts, and then the dishes that go on top of the black lampposts. But we use white, so I'm not sure why I have a whole bunch of black ones. But I do have a whole bunch of black ones. Now, here we got some white all wired up, and a couple traffic lights wired up, and some more street lamps with street signs wired up, ready to go. We just got to get to that, right? Actually, wiring. This has been a project that I've had for years, wanting to light the Lego city. So it's a step forward. We're moving forward. Now, this brings me to this section. This is my western section. And what is that? I don't know what that is. So we've had a little catastrophe. Here's some of the. I've had a broken TP piece for quite a while. I have the piece to fix it. In fact, I think the pieces are laying here to fix it. I just never have fixed it. Now, for some reason, we just keep getting more and more figures just piled up here. I just really don't know what's going on. There's some Tim's Brick Adventures Buffaloes. We got 4 of them guys. Yeah, so I just don't know what to do. I need to get a vision or get an idea. You know, we have this dead space here. I don't know. We have like some kind of tree, and then we had a little watering hole, and yeah, that's about it. And then my town, I think since the last time we've done a video, we've kind of scooted it in. We've made the town a little smaller. Obviously, we still have just bags and piles of stuff sitting around. But made a little progress on this. We at least now have a semblance of a roof. I still don't like it because it's open. I need to close it. All these buildings are open back, and I'm not real thrilled about that. I want them to be. I need to close them all in. I need to close them all in. I guess the real question is it's stagnated, and does it fit with the city? Do I need to take it out? Do I need to create another layout for just Western stuff? Or do I go ahead and get it completed? I really like the Western stuff, so I don't know. I'm really kind of in a quandary over what to do here. It's a thing. It's a thing I want to do. Now this section here, this is all Paradisa mop type stuff, and this is all my wife's. Same thing. We have big piles of minifigs. Some kind of open courtyard with a restaurant hotel. This is a mock. It's not a Paradisa set. Those are mock. Let's see that. I think that's a set. Some of that's a mock back here. I've shown this stuff before. We've talked about this before. It's the same thing. We need to get this stuff all kind of figured out what we're going to do. But I like the beach and I like Paradisa, so this is definitely staying. Other thing that we want to talk about, I was looking at my farm here. Oh, look, we have goats again. We have the white goats now. There's the white goats and the original goat. I thought there was two of these guys in here. Did one get lost, or do we just have one? Oh no, there's the other one. I knew there was two. Here's the thing I want to really talk about today. We have these trains. Okay, this is Dakota's favorite. This is the Daylight. And it had a massive issue the other day. It decoupled and ran into itself. So the last two cars, the Vistadome and the observation car, this one and this one, got pushed off the table, got pushed off the layout. The city, Earl, the city. And we had to rebuild them. So that was kind of a major thing. I think we got them back pretty much the way they are. We need to build steps. We don't have any steps to get into the cart. Although this one really has steps because there's no door, but there's doors on some of these. We need to get steps. We need to finish them. But what I really want to talk about is this one. This, so you can't see it. This one. This is the American Freedom Train. Or this is the cars that I have built so far on the American Freedom Train. This one here is almost done with the interior. Still have a lot of work to do on the interior of this one. And then here's the train. Okay, so this is the AFT-1, which pulled the American Freedom Train for a while before the Daylight pulled it. I want to we built the Daylight, right? This one here. And I think we got some pretty good details. We got a bell in there, and we got a horn, and there's the whistles down in there. I mean, it's even passing Dakota standards. Because he won't let me take this one off the track. It's always on the track. But I want to build a red, white, and blue Daylight. So I think that's going to be my next big project. I know I got projects going, right? The Western's not done. The diner's not done. None of this. Let's just not even look at this. It's done. Or let's not even look at. Let's go over here. This is Heather's friends section. Yeah, she's got some cool stuff that she's got started in here. And again, it seems to run in a family here. Piles. That's why I always say things have a tendency to melt, because we end up with these piles, and then eventually what happens is we get a tub and we push everything into the tub, and we end up with a tub of regret. So you know, there's a wide angle shot of the city. Here's our car show that always seems to be a mess. That's my dilemma for right now. I want to start building a daylight that is red, white, and blue colored, so American Freedom Train. And I need to make up my mind about what I want to do with the western section of the town, of my city. Yeah, don't want to take it out. Don't want to finish. I hate to use the word finish because I don't think finish is ever really done. Do you ever finish it? I don't think so. I mean, we have so many opportunities here to make this better. Some of it's just a matter of cleaning up and editing, as they like to say on Brickmasters. We need to edit some of this. We have too many minifigures. Too many horses. I don't know why we have so many horses. And this is the train that we got in there, right? This is the one that I like a lot. But we also have this one over here on the shelf. It's red and gray color. Here's the tender for it. Another car right there. And look, there's the Lone Ranger train that would fit in there in the western section. So it's not like I don't have plenty of things to use in the western section. It just doesn't fit with the rest of the city. I don't know. I'm going to talk myself into building my own western layout separate from this layout. That's what I'm going to talk myself into. The problem is I don't have the space. Over here is Dakota's layout. And he's going to have to do a video for himself telling you everything about this layout. And then obviously my layout is back here. And then, yeah, it just pretty much takes up the whole basement. The other side of the basement, that part of the basement, that's the store, the sorting tables, that's where me and Dakota build things. There's not room for another layout. We just don't have room for another layout. So the debate is on, and that just means that it's going to sit for longer, unfinished. I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to. It's a goal. Maybe it's a goal for August. Maybe that's what I'm going to do for August. Wait, is this video going to come out in August? It's last day of July. I think I've rambled long enough, and I've probably not told you anything. But that's kind of how we are around here, right? So we need to get going on this city. And you know, something else, we need to get a good name for this city. It has a name. It has a name. But it's very complicated, and it's tied to the history of the city, Evansville, that I live in. So it doesn't roll off the tongue like something like a Fiverton does. So I think I'm gonna have to come up with some kind of city name for the city. So that's something else we got to work on. Diner, Freedom Train, Western section, Paradisa. Oosh, too much to do. Too much to do. Okay, well, thanks for watching.